We leave town. We get glasses.
Yeah.
Wait,
Pretty much.
wait, guys.
Yes.
Have you guys noticed the posters on the walls of this room?
Yeah.
I haven't. There's the shadow of the
See,
Colossus.
literally looks directly at them, Sarah.
What?
Your seat at the table, right in front of it, is half of the posters. How have you not seen the posters?
Well, because I don't sit at the table. I look at what's on the table from above.
Yeah, I do. I do eagle eye. I do appreciate Evil Within being up there.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh, nothing. I was just waiting. Right. So recap anything.
Yeah, we should be good. We went to Gnomeville. We went to Gnomeville and got glasses for the elf.
Does anyone remember what Gnomeville's called?
No,
The Gnomon Guard.
Yeah. Wow, you don't get points because I'm not the DM, but you get loot points.
I
Which you can
know.
redeem
Those
for
are
fun prizes.
pointless.
No, you get to redeem them for fun prizes.
Can I redeem them for a cold bucket of water?
No, you can redeem them for a little kiss.
I'm
Lou.
good.
I would like to redeem them so that Lou can give Chase another kiss. Sorry.
Can
Mallory.
we direct the kiss to someone else?
Yeah, you can just do a weaponized kiss.
The Uno reverse card of kisses.
Yeah.
Where is Pugnat?
He's
not sound invited.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
Last time he came along, he died.
Yeah, no,
True.
we're not taking him. He's too squishy.
Zach, why do you keep opening new stuff?
Huh?
Why do you keep opening stuff?
Mm. Is that actually playing for you guys now?
Yes.
I got no music.
was
So.
dumb.
Wait, the music? No. The pop-up saying, "Do you want to load a new web page?" Yes.
Oh, interesting. Good to know. Just sit here and press W, enter W, enter W. And I'm kidding. Yeah. So, long story short, you guys got back from the lighthouse finally. After getting a whole bunch of loot from the ships, killed a couple sharks to get there, 3 to be exact, I think. Yeah, 3. Looked at the bounty board, saw the other things that were there that had not changed, including the mission to go to what is it? Giant's Toe? Yeah, Mountain's Toe. Which is an escort mission to get a guy safely there, along with the mission to Butterskull Ranch. Decided the best path was to Plan C, which was Gnomon Guard, to get glasses. Back to Phandalin to find the individual you have to take to Mountain's Toe gold mine thing. Mountain's Toe. And then, after getting that done, heading to Butterskull Ranch, if I recall correctly.
I mean, it's just me and you here now, but that sounds about accurate.
I was about to say, Chase is gone again.
Sarah
I
DC'd.
blue screened for some reason, which
Oh,
is not great. But I'm getting back on.
not good. When did that happen?
Like 30 seconds ago. I didn't want to interrupt.
You're all good.
I don't really know what the problem is because my computer's not that old, and
Have you updated your drivers?
literally 2 days ago, I had to get new ones to play Baldur's Gate.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, maybe there's an update in the last 2 days that I haven't gotten. That's always possible.
Maybe it is the
Um,
update. Maybe it has a bug.
I
It
mean, I've
could.
occasionally blue screen before then too, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Technically, it was a green screen, but
Green?
anyone. Yeah. Oh well.
How do you get a green screen?
If I knew, I would stop it.
Oh, that's definitely me not mocking you. I'm
Oh, I
just
know, I
being
know.
confused. Okay, okay.
I have returned.
Hello.
Hello.
Right over up on the trash.
Escort mission.
Yeah. It was long story short. Escort mission. First got glasses. You guys are heading back to Fanland to pick up the guy for the escort mission, and then go to Butterskull Ranch.
All right, let's go.
Sounds good. After asking around the town, including Harbin Wester's house, which you get mumbles through, he eventually lets you know that the individual needing an escort is staying in, I think it's the Stonehill Inn, if I recall correctly.
Sounds good to me.
See. Let's see, just make sure he's in there. It's a very, very microscopic detail.
We're gonna go in and it's just him.
It's basically, yeah. So the tavern and inn, as you guys know, is not very busy on day to day. Most people at this point have gone to the mines to work, to their farms to crop, or I don't know, they're dead. I have no clue. But
Okay.
sitting aside, you do find the stereotypical innkeeper who is delighted by your presence, as he is every day, and sitting down at a table nearby him, telling stories of various business ventures
Okay,
and
I'm
failed
sorry.
entrepreneur activities.
Before we move too far past it, is cropping like the right verb there?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to check because that didn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the right verb?
Tending to
Always.
the crops.
Reaping and sowing.
There you go.
I mean, not
Like the Hunger
necessarily, because reaping is when you harvest them, and then cropping, and not cropping. Then you got me messed up
Got it.
now. And then sowing is when you like sow them, which is like not like the. I think you're referring to the middle process most likely, but we'll continue.
Trimming.
The crops are
Pretty much,
cropping.
yeah.
Working. Everybody's out working.
Yeah, no one's here.
And we're faffing about.
Yup. But anyway, yeah, you see this new individual who, while being a very small stature, stands proudly and kind of has like a giant demeanor to him, almost as if his presence is bigger than his form. But he is talking to the innkeeper about business opportunities and entrepreneurships he's seen throughout his life. You guys kind of come in at the back end of one and the beginning of another, so I won't give too many details. But it's safe to assume that this individual is the one you have not seen and is Don John Raskin, the man in need of a transportation or bodyguard's service.
I'm going to look
How
at
much does
Lou.
it look like he weighs?
Are you,
Let's see.
are you planning on carrying him the entire way?
Wow, his sheet says nothing.
Noise.
He's
I
not
would
important.
say
Got it.
average male height. So like 5'6".
All right.
And with that demeanor, while he does walk and talk like a giant, he does seem to be a slimmer build.
All right.
So I would say at
Uh,
most
As soon as we're
maybe
able to
180.
confirm his identity, Vigo's just gonna pick him up and start walking away.
Sounds
This is
sounds
a train
good.
wreck already.
Let's see. Well, there's no reason to roll. At first he immediately starts going with, "What is this? Unhand me!" and starts beating you on the shoulder. which even if it did connect, it does no damage. Um,
What do you mean? You asked us to do this. And I will not explain further.
okay. He will look to the rest of you in like an appalled look as like, what is going on here?
I believe the mission is to get you to your destination, in which case I think he's going to carry you the entire way.
Okay, I prefer to walk, but I mean, I guess I asked for service without specifying. Uh, okay, carry me, big man. And you guys have seen Shrek, where like Princess Fiona is kind of like depressed and like has her hand up, while being carried by Shrek. That's kind of what he eventually begins to do.
I do want to clarify that I am carrying him with only one arm.
Yeah.
So I am ready if we do get attacked to use my other arm for a weapon.
Okay, sounds good to me. If anyone would like, there's no need. Chase, pick a number.
7.
Golden
7.
for a 5-minute timer, and the water's just gone. Well, the water's gone. If I need to replace the panel, well, okay.
That's cool, but doesn't make sense. That's cool, doesn't make sense.
Why do we have
Nope.
clones?
Nope. No.
I'll be back in
Yeah,
5.
if you give us a rust monster, I'm gonna fight you.
Why would I give you a rust monster? That'd be funny, but why would I do that?
Because I'm pretty sure it's in the random encounter list.
Maybe not. I didn't see it in the cards I drew.
Okay.
Sounds good. To save on time, you guys do not encounter anything, and
Yay.
with it being 15 miles away, you get there before sunset.
Yay.
As you guys approach what you assume is 5 miles of the mine, it's kind of difficult for him to give you instructions on the way. Granted, he openly admits that he has not seen the location himself. You do see a low ridge that rises to your right, and beyond you, you see Swords Mountain's great. Wait, what the?
Was that our brains having an aneurysm trying to read?
It's
what we
my
saw?
brain having an aneurysm.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of me trying to fit with like the descriptions I'm supposed to give you, but also making it not word for word.
Okay.
Long story short, you see the low ridges and ahead of you, the Sword Mountains scrape the gray sky. Something is, however, thrown across the rocky ground about 90 feet ahead of you. And as you guys
Sarah's
kind
not
of
here anymore.
Sarah said she'd be back at 5.
okay.
This is the part where we would roll for perception, though.
Yes.
Okay.
I do have us a now overworld moving token piece though.
Do what?
I made a new token for us to move overworld.
Oh, okay, cool.
He-
Thank you.
I like how, of all the people that could potentially be carrying us, you're not.
Yes.
The game log. No one has.
Well, Vigo
Yeah,
is
hold on.
ethically and morally above the rest of you, so.
Perception, right?
Yes.
Perception. That's a 13, good sir.
Okie dokie. And anyone who wants to, you can make a
Oh.
investigation check as well.
Chase. What are we investigating?
What caused the rock to hit in front of us? I believe it was 90 meters.
The rock has not fallen. It's a rocky like plateau almost. Or
So
like
what are we
flatland ahead
investigating?
of you. a bunch of things that seem to be scattered across approximately 90 feet ahead of you.
Okay. Is this the location Vigo would have been to before?
Um, hmm.
Hmm.
I'd say probably not unless you would take a trip to the mountains.
Trip to the mountains. You know Vigo live in mountain, right?
Yes, but I'm assuming more north. I mean, I guess that makes fair. Yeah,
Goliath
this is a
tribes
place.
are nomadic.
Yeah, this is a place you've seen before.
Can I have advantage on investigation?
Sure.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Probably should have rolled investigation ahead of perception. Investigation +5. Waiting the roll.
So is it investigation or perception or both?
Um, either.
Okay. I was double checking before I did both.
That's a. Wait, is that with? Good sir. Wow.
Vigo is a big smart.
What is your perception
That was my
modifier?
investigation check.
I know. What is your perception modifier that you went with
Just as bad.
investigation? Okay. Good to
Vigo
know.
is good at picking things up and
And
smashing them.
and hitting them. Yeah. Please do
Guys, I
not.
have to step away for a kitchen emergency. What happened? Yeah, I texted y'all we'd be gone for a minute.
No, it's okay. I was
We
just.
are arriving at locale. There is shit scattered like in the landscape in front of
You
us. You may roll either investigation or perception.
You are approximately 5 miles away, but you do see that some form of scuffle or confusing event has occurred before you. So perception or investigation if you wish.
Alright, I'll pull it up.
Oh, that reminds me. Chase, do you want to know a fun fact about Pathfinder?
Go for it.
Perception isn't actually a skill stat.
No?
It is a separate stat that is not increased with other modifiers, only dependent on level.
What is?
Perception. It's separate from all your like attributes.
Cool, Lou rolled a 5. He's like trying on Layla's glasses. He can't see.
Okay, so whoever made above a 10 sees that these are okay, so anyone who got lower than a 10 sees corpses.
Layla still
And you-
hasn't rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to handle something. What do I need to roll?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's fine.
Either perception or investigation.
Okay.
Depending on if you consider yourself more smart or more wise.
That is a 12.
All right. Anyone below a 10, you see corpses. Anyone at a 10 sees that these are green orcs, approximately 6 of them. And Malden, with a perception check, you see that certain wounds and abrasions on these orcs seem to be have caused by extreme cold. If you guys recall previously, and I guess Maladin would be able to put 2 and 2 together on this, this is near the path that you saw the white dragon pass through. But you did see the dragon go off into the distance. It is nowhere nearby.
Mhm.
But as you kind of continue through, and his name John Don or Ron Don? Yeah, Don John Raskin. As he gets a glimpse of them, as I'm assuming you guys walk through and pass, unless there's anything specifically you guys want to do.
Can I loot the bodies?
Amongst these dead corpses, the good kind of corpses. You see that they are themselves wearing hide armor, but around them you do see great axes and javelins. Approximately
That's in your email.
6 javelins and
Hello.
3 great axes.
Mm.
Adding them to my inventory.
All of them. Okie
You
dokie.
said 6 javelins and how many great axes?
3.
All right.
But as you kind of do this and you're throwing Don John back and forth as you bend down, pick up
I
objects.
would say he's
bring
still
them
doing this
another-
all with one hand.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
You it kind of between swings and regaining his balance, you hear him say, "Looks like a white dragon saved us from some trouble."
Yeah.
But
Did-
yeah.
I was gonna just say, it's like, I hope you know you're trying to purchase real estate around a fucking dragon area.
Well, it'll be underground, and the deal has already been made. I am its new caretaker.
All right. Well,
Actually, the dragon being around got me a fine deal on it. Seems everyone else is afraid, even though we will be miles underground finding gold.
fair enough. All right.
But yep, that sounds good. Walking forward, it takes yet again approximately 5 miles, and you begin to approach the rise of the mountain. I don't know what else to call it. But you see some shrubbery and
I think it's
things.
called the foot, if you mean where it starts to go from
Yeah.
level to non-level. That's the
Yeah,
foot
that
of
makes
the mountain,
sense.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so you guys approach the foot of the mountain, and after a little bit of looking around, you know that this is the approximate location. You do see hidden among bushes is a tunnel burrowing into the foot of a soaring snow-capped mountain. Above the mouth of the tunnel is
It
a
makes sense
wood.
now. The tow mine is in the foot of the mountain.
Yeah. You see a wooden plank kind of scribed above this tunnel, and it seems to read Mountain's Toe.
I'll just drop him in front of the sign.
Okay.
Mm.
Sounds good. So as you guys approach, is there anything specific you guys are doing?
I drop him and start walking away.
Oh, okay. As you okay, sounds good. What is the rest of the party doing?
Uh,
Why did you drop him?
because
of
we made
character?
it.
Our job was to get him here. We did.
I like how she says out of character, and then Miko speaks
Oh,
up.
out of character?
Yeah, I said out of character.
Sorry, out of character because fuck that, not going down there.
Oh, okay. I brought my flying carpet. I'm never leaving it again. And
Let's
just
go
been
underground. It's a win-win.
I'm just hovering by this guy to figure out what's going on. I am also hovering around on the same carpet until I push you off. Yeah. You wouldn't.
Now, above table, Vigo does not want to go into the mine, so he's considering this mission accomplished and leaving.
Is this what was exactly our mission?
Bring him to mine. And we did.
I mean, guys, we should probably bring him into the mine.
That
Miko's
was
like,
not in our
nope.
job description.
So are you guys floating above, like where are you guys, are you riding the magic carpet or is it just with you?
We are on it.
You are on it. Okay, how far above the ground are you flying and how far away are you from them dropping him off?
Nothing crazy, like maybe 10 feet above the ground, pretty close by. Enough that we could talk at a normal volume and still hear everybody just fine.
Okay, sounds good. I will say then, Lou and Layla, you as this kind of conversation is happening amongst you, do see two female humans coming out of the mind to what you assume is greet you. They have a little bit of a perplexed look upon their faces, but they seem to be approaching the rest of the party in a relatively calm manner.
No, when you say perplexed, can I visualize this like people walking out of a movie? Like that
I
perplexed?
I do not get the.
They just got done
It's
watching
a movie
Interstellar.
How long between me dropping him and them walking out? Like, what's the time between there?
You drop him, start talking with Layla and Lou, which are up on the carpet, and then these two individuals are walking from the cave
Like,
with them
time-wise.
That was out of character.
I
the
need a number of
Oh.
seconds here.
out of 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty far away then, because I didn't stop walking while I was talking to them.
Okay.
You didn't talk to us. It was above table.
Hey, I didn't think I was either. Actually, I think might have been talking in character.
I was.
Yeah, so I talked to one of you. But yeah, so Vigo's like 30 seconds away walking then, which is how many rounds of combat? That's 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So that would be, I'm what, 120 feet away? No, that's not right. 150? What's my movement speed?
I think it'd be 150.
Yeah, 150. So I'm 150 feet away.
Okay, sounds good.
Uh,
Absolutely. As that is happening, these individuals approach and kind of go, hello. How can we help you?
just gonna look at Don John Silver over here.
Out of curiosity.
Were you supposed to have anyone here?
Well, the mine is inhabited, but I guess not. I thought it would just be a bunch of workers. And the two female individuals question who he is and why he is here. In which he responds, of course, being Don John Raskin, the new owner of the Mountain's Toe. And you hear them kind of out loud go, "Well, that's peculiar. Our overseer didn't tell us of anybody coming this way. No worries though. If you would like to, we can lead you inside to converse with them and kind of square everything away."
Who's your overseer?
Oh, terribly sorry. Zeline Varnaster. She's the overseer of our little troop and Mountain's Toe for the time being.
All right, Ron John Schmuck. Was that the person you made the deal with?
The name does not ring a bell.
Okay.
At this point, I think Vigo will have realized that nobody's following him, and will just call back, "Are you coming or not?"
We may
I got
have a
something for you guys.
problem. Yeah.
Come back.
I don't think it's a problem at all. It's just a misunderstanding between whomever sold you Mountain's Toe and the current inhabitants. Sure, this is something we can simply take care of inside if you wish.
Are you sure this involves us?
I mean, I guess not.
I wasn't asking him. I was asking the rest of the party.
Oh, well, that's what you hear the female say.
We
The
oughta
closer party
go.
does at least.
Make sure everything gets smoothed out of
Technically speaking,
It
no.
really doesn't sound necessary.
Our job's over, technically.
I mean, it's up to you guys. The more the merrier. But I'm sure us and Don John here can sort it out.
And I'm just gonna look over at dude. Or
Would you
is
allow
this
somebody who
acceptable?
is? Would you allow somebody who is closer to them to do like an insight check or something on the people who talked? Or
I would if they would like to.
I
I
would
will
like
say,
to.
okay, sounds good. Don John Raskin does seem a little bit confused with the circumstance, but he is willing to handle this however needed.
I got an 18 on insight for those ladies.
You got an 18.
Those
That's
glasses
18.
really help.
I would
Mhm.
say so, yeah. So, looking at the two individuals speaking, and one is speaking from a "there's an issue here, we'll sort it out" perspective. The other one is still looking fairly confused that this individual is even here.
So they don't seem hostile.
Not hostile.
All right.
It does seem that they have a plan for how this will turn out, and it's not that they are expecting to like go in there and shank him to death, but he was not expected here at
Like
this
above
time.
table, I was just trying to confirm they weren't like bandits and moved into the mine or anything.
I mean, I could talk. Ben, that's my shirt. How do you?
Another
Layla.
thing for you, Layla.
Huh?
They do not look like mine workers whatsoever.
Are they pretty?
To some probably, yeah.
That's not an answer.
Maybe a little a little
On a scale of 1 to 10, rate
oh my
them.
goodness.
Would I do a double take, or are they just like Walmart customers?
What are their measurements?
Oh my goodness.
Whoa,
Are they a
no.
Walmart customer or a Target
Right,
customer?
so in front of you is a bunch of females, right? An 8 and a 4. I'm talking
no.
like
Blue
but they
Snipe death.
yeah. But they seem to be wearing equipment, and they do seem to be taking guard of the area. But they do not look like miners to your understanding.
All right, I'm gonna join them.
I like how Dust was like, I was really hoping that inside check would tell us if they were bandits or not, and then Zach for like 30 seconds is just silent. He's like, well.
I mean, he did make a point of them like not seeming like at all hostile.
I mean, they don't seem hostile to you currently. No.
I'm joining them. I'm cool with this girl. No, I'm joining too. Not if it's an all-girl squad.
And we're talking about Lou here still, right?
Hey, shut up. Wait, that's true. We could join together. Very manly. Oh, Maladin, I bet we could convince them to let you join too.
I'm good.
We'll put you in a dress.
Mm-mm.
I would pay to see that.
Vigo will just call up again. I really think we should be on our way if we want to make it to our next location before nightfall.
You're welcome to go ahead of us, Vigo.
He's
We're gonna make sure-
Vigo
Right
will
up.
turn around and start walking.
He's speaking facts though.
So I'm continuing to walk to our location after hearing Lou say that.
I kind of want to see how things happen here. Oh, splitting the party.
Okay. So Vigo is heading in one direction.
Yes.
The two of you are content on going into the caves to help with this scenario.
Yes.
Maladin, what are you thinking?
Maladin is debating.
Okay.
Maladin should stay with us, so then Vigo would be like, huh, I better go check on those guys and come back, and then we have a party
Vigo
again.
understands if you want to go with them, but he will continue onwards regardless.
The part of Maladin that has nearly died every single day that we've been around this area does not want to go in.
Hear me out, though.
But
Hear me out.
then the part that wants to level up does.
And if you're not there, we'll definitely die because we rely on you to like live and stuff. Yeah, guys, I'm like a ranged fighter.
Yes, and we've seen what happens when you go for any type of melee fighting.
So you should be there.
Hmm.
Come on, Maladin.
Can I request their leader come to the entrance to hash it out?
There you go. Take your leader to
Well,
us.
she's rather tied up with some of the mining setup that we have, the processes we have going on here.
Wouldn't we be interrupting her regardless then?
Sure.
Well, it's more of removing her from her current setting and her current flow compared to going inside to have a chat about this misunderstanding.
Hmm. Well, another day, another near-death experience. Let's go.
Excuse
Another
me, Miss
day.
Cave Ladies.
Uh,
I don't call them cave ladies.
is that us that you're referring to?
Yeah. Is there something better to call you than cave ladies? Cave,
Um,
please.
What you can call us guards or anything else? Cave ladies kind of sounds a bit demeaning.
No, it's cool. Trust me. Are all of you ladies, or are there guys here?
Oh no, there's about hold on, let me count real quick.
As soon as they said no, I've never been more disappointed.
Okay, sounds good. um, there's about five males inside, plus the boss lady herself.
Zach, I just want to make you aware that this map is not loaded.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
let me try to fix that. How do I change what's on the map?
You'll right click.
Found it.
Okay.
So there's 8 people in here. Hmm.
Let's see if this fixes it.
So you see that? No, it did not. So, Zach, if you try to add something from a local file,
I
it
did
does
it
not.
cloud file.
Okay, because I see it said whenever like in the text it said trying to add file and it like referenced a local file.
I see. I'm guessing when I updated it from local to uh cloud, it did not do so. Let me do this again. Open. Upload file to scene cloud. Yes.
Is there?
And import.
Oh, there
There
it
it
is.
goes.
Nice.
Is there anything?
I did not mean to delete it immediately.
Nice.
Yippee. Oh god.
Yippee!
Well,
I
back.
undid, but I think it undid a tiny bit too far.
You did.
It's okay. It's okay. I can fix it. If it'll let me. It won't because it's oh god.
Dear
What
Lord.
is happening?
That one,
Hey,
I
that
don't
worked.
think it's me. There we go.
Okay. Too many time skips, the original plot is destroyed.
I always hated time travel.
Okay, absolutely. Do you guys want a tour of our routes so far?
Which entrance?
The west. So yes.
Is there any way to convince Vigo to come with us?
Also,
Probably
Zach.
not.
Hold on. Let me do. I'm not sure I can make this for your color. I can make it for my color.
I see a big old gray thing.
I see
Yeah.
Fog of War.
Let me change the color to black. Never mind. I don't care that much. It's your game. If you want Fog of War, you can make Fog of War. I'll remove it.
I was about to say I do not know how to manipulate your fog of war.
Okay. It's a thing where you could like stop us from seeing like rooms we haven't been to yet, but oh well.
I see what you mean.
Layla always has fog of war on beyond like 20 feet.
Yeah. Like above Table Chase, I don't think Vigo cares enough about any of you to go into those mines.
Yeah, that's why I've not really cared to convince him.
There is since I kind of upload things as you guys go. There is no reason for fog of war. How do I delete this?
Right click on it and there's a delete when you have the Fog of War toggle thing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, you can make the tokens like be able to like clear visibility around them in a certain area and
Mm,
stuff. Like there's a way to set it up, but usually you have to do it beforehand as like prep work. Just
okay,
because you have to
sounds good.
fine tune the radius of the revealing.
Sounds good. So those are the two ladies leading you through. This
Don't
one will
worry,
be...
I'll name them.
Okay.
Cave Lady 1, Cave Lady 2.
8
Something
and
like that.
4. Why those numbers? I have no earthly idea.
Hey,
Why
you're the
don't
one
we
who
have a
rated
table?
them.
I see.
Hey,
This is where problems begin to arise.
so which one was the 8 and which one was the 4, Zach?
The 8 was talking to you, the 4 was the skittish one behind them.
Okay, thank you.
Did you name them 8 and 4?
Yes.
He did.
Oh. Can we change their names?
Sure.
Thank you.
There's no way
Oh,
that's
sorry,
ever
now
goes
we can
wrong.
actually
So
actually
first
type out their
person's
names.
name is going to be Kate. And the second person's name. What's a name that has the number 4 in it?
Let's not do Kate, actually.
Why not?
Oh no.
That's so perfect.
Dust, I don't think that was intentional, but we're not going to do that.
Oh dear. I said 8, not 10.
I don't
It
remember
is
naming either of
Zach.
them 10.
Thank you,
We
Zach.
make mistakes in this household.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It's K8.
Yeah, it's Kate. I
Um,
can't think of a name for the 4.
Why don't we just do like Elizabeth and Darcy or something? Frankenstein and Mary Shelley.
Because that isn't nearly as misogynistic.
Hey guys, my sister's name's Kate, and I really don't want any misogyny. Name. I'm not. this is
Okay,
not a-
fine. What's another name that has the number 8 in it?
oh jeez.
How about just not doing that instead?
Fine.
Guard 1 and guard 2. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Guard 1, guard 2.
Before
Oh my god. Guard 1, guard 2. Oh, Jesus. Okie dokie. Guard 1 has been speaking to you this whole time. Guard 2 is the one that takes the lead here. So as they kind of lead you through the beginning, you enter this first chamber. And they go, this is our guard post. This is where we stay until there's a conundrum outside, just to make sure no unwanted guests enter the Mountain's Toe gold mine. Kideki. And then they walk you into, I'm guessing all of them are with you. The secondary area, which, although they don't really say anything here, you see a bunch of wooden posts that are used for shoring up the tunnels and caves. They lean against the side walls and are basically making sure nothing falls apart. Entering this next little hole, you see the door to your right, because you're walking through here, is closed. And they continue going forward. And this part is a little bit of a tight stretch. If you guys want to pick a marching order here, I'll let you choose where Don John Raskin goes.
I'm going middle or last. Maladin's going in front of me, or else I'm not going. I'll go behind Maladin.
Sounds good. So as you guys follow these two guards through, it's a fairly tight squeeze. But as you maneuver through, you do hear lively chatter in the room up ahead of you. You hear multiple voices, approximately the same as they told you, which was 5 males and then 1 female voice that seems to be shouting back and forth merrily. And then they lead you to this room and kind of part ways to let you guys enter the chamber.
You know,
Above table, I would like to point out that it's not necessarily wise to get them behind you.
yeah.
Above table,
So, depending
someone
on
didn't want to go with us.
that wasn't above table. That was in game.
I'm saying it above, dude.
But yeah, I'll let you guys decide how far in you go, Malvin.
Let me make sure I'm
Mm.
setting them up properly as you guys.
Also, if they do attack, retreating down the tunnel and fighting them one by one is a valid option.
Well, I was actually thinking, boy, it's lovely that we keep getting into these locations where Lou feels pretty useless.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maladin, are you entering first?
Are you
Sure.
entering at all?
Okay,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind making a perception check for me.
Oh, lovely. We had one of these before. Let's see if I can do better. That's a
Hopefully
nat
so.
20. I see
Hey, oh.
everything.
So you see the rest of these individuals also wearing similar clothing to the two guards. It does not seem to necessarily discriminate like rank or job, anything sort of like that. In the middle, you do see the another female figure who seems to be wearing like a silvery makeshift crown, who is conversing with the 5 other individuals here. Further down into the second part of this thing, you see 4 ginormous rats that seem to be scurrying about and eating what seems to be various scraps thrown into their area from the members who are talking. But as you guys sort of enter and the guards take their place, the chatting soon.
Hey, Chase, how high is Maladin's bullshit meter?
I was actually about to start looking. Let's see.
Hey, Zach.
Where's that
Yeah.
list of animals that I actually know?
Are any of these figures male?
Huh?
Are any of these figures male?
The 5 oranges are male.
Okay.
Ratio's off.
The
Kill 'em, boys.
Yeah.
Barbies.
Actually, Zach, hold on. I think I have something for you. Let
Oh
me.
lord.
What? What's that supposed to
We don't
mean?
trust you.
I don't know.
Hell, man.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Save and load. 1.4 search. I think it was 1.1 bag. I think it's in this bag. Haha. Victory.
No, we actually have models.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so
Yes,
before we continue, Zach,
Yes.
10, right?
Sure.
Now, what about
maybe
the
to
guys?
Maladin. Average up to maybe like a 6 or 7.
Okay.
The 7 seems to be the closest one to this female figure, and the other ones seem to be. I mean, they don't look bad, but it's kind of one of those things which I suffer with somewhat, where they open their mouth and they kind of have like grizzled teeth or like some form of weird deformity going on.
Mm.
Not to discourage anybody or say anything about anybody. This is fantasy. But as you guys enter the main chamber, the conversation kind of stops, and very sternly, the female looks at you and says, "Well, who in the world is this?"
Hello, my name's Lou. These are my compatriots, and this is Don John Raskin,
I'm just gonna look
who I
behind
believe
me.
might have business with you.
Nice to meet you all. Tell me what brings you to our mine.
I believe John. I believe Don John Raskin might be able to explain it better than I can.
Well, due to a purchase done near Neverwinter, we believe that this cave was up and running and for sale, and my benefactor has purchased it, and I am here to see its growth. You see that the female individual kind of looks at the individual party members with her, and
I
looks
wave.
back. Oh God. Looks back at Don John Raskin and the rest of you, and says, "Well, there must be some form of misunderstanding because we currently, well, me particularly, oversee the running of the Mountain's Toe. Um, that being said, if you wish to stick around and converse about the operations of this place, that is perfectly fine. Matter of fact, all of you can stay if you wish. However, I would like to take care of more personal means with Don John himself."
Mm.
Sounds great. Can I roll insight?
I just
Sure,
look back at
absolutely.
Lou when they say this. That's great.
He's like, great, insight. 17.
Okay. What you gather from this is not a businesswoman who is overrunning a mine. Seeing that all of these individuals are merry and just kind of enjoying their day does not imply work. Along with that, a lot of the gear you would typically see people use when operating a mine are casually strewn across the room. Up against the walls are pickaxes and shovels. Lanterns hang on the walls, but also the more portable ones are kind of dropped and doused in the floor. And with probably the help of Maladin, you do see that the back room is filled with rats, which doesn't sound very cleanly, let
Sanitary.
alone, yeah, sanitary or cleanly, um, which is a bit perplexing. Her demeanor also doesn't really imply that there is much to chat about necessarily. It's more of a we are here, we will get our way, and we'll see where you fit with all of that.
Yeah, Lou doesn't see any problem with this at all. He's like, no, that seems right. All this checks out to him.
Okay.
Can I ask if these just from Lou's what little experience of his life he has left? Do these guys seem like bandits?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, Lou. He doesn't have. This is not something notable enough for him to even bring up to the party. This seems about right.
Jace, does
This seems.
Melon get the impression that they're bandits?
Zach does Mal get the impression
Yes,
that
yes, you
bandits.
You are brought in a room by two individuals where there is a large mass of individuals that do not seem to be working actively and just seem to be enjoying a space, telling you that it's theirs and that they can air quote talk.
Hmm. You
Okay.
see, before we came in here, Maladin was half and half. The half that wanted that level and the half that said, every day I get closer to nearly dying.
Lou is
And
not planning on.
No, these are friends.
These are good people.
That is a princess right there.
That's a bandit princess.
I'm gonna, you know what?
Please.
I'm about to take John here and I'm about to leave.
You can't. We're
And
not
you
leaving, and we're blocking your way.
and you two can stay here.
I'm like,
Why
thought
is
John was at the
Gandalf
back of the
here?
group. I thought John was at the back of the group. How'd he get at the front?
How did he shuffle past us?
Yeah, like I could have sworn he was behind you guys.
Oh, he got a new.
Gandalf. Is that
Zach,
Don
did you
John?
move him?
No, I don't know how he appeared here.
That's
Okay.
Oh, is that's
God.
supposed to be Don John?
It is now.
Yeah, he got in front of Lou to talk to the woman
Okay.
about his So he's in between Maladin and Lou currently.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, John, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I do own the mine.
I think I'm gonna like whisper to Don John. I don't think you own the mine anymore, buddy. You might need to cut your losses here.
Yeah, but you paid for that.
Money doesn't really
Oh,
matter much in Bandit.
Well, my benefactor will be very displeased if I do not operate the mine.
Don John, can you walk with me? I'm gonna like walk him back a little bit. Talk with me for a minute.
Okay,
on.
so Lou and Don John go further down into the mine.
Yeah, it's us time now, buddy.
Yeah,
But
Don John.
while this is occurring, I'll just set the
Yeah.
pace. The two that are kind of left to the front with these individuals, Maladin, you're getting a lot of stares, but it's not like a threatening stare. It's more of a they understand what position you're currently in, and it's obviously set to intimidate you, but it's kind of working.
Mm,
It to have whatever applicability that is to Maladin. You are surrounded by people.
I've noticed.
And they just seem to be twirling weapons or basically chilling where they are. They seem very confident.
I'm looking back at Layla. I'm not happy. I'm not
Wait,
very
wait, wait,
happy
wait,
right
wait, wait,
now.
Do I have a dagger? Hold on. This is very important to me.
If
Okay.
you start twirling
don't-
that, you're gonna cut your finger off.
Okay, I'm gonna take out one of my arrows and try to spin it like they're spinning their weapons. Even if it's like just like tossing it in their hands. I don't care.
Okay, roll performance.
Absolutely, I will.
And then while that is occurring, Lou, you can go ahead and say your phrasing to Don John.
I'm going to do it. Don John, you are familiar with bandits, yes?
Yes, but
That is exactly who we're dealing with. They're not, in my experience, they're not going to cause too much of an issue for you, as long as you don't cause them an issue.
I don't
It's-
necessarily understand what that means.
They'll kill you if you try to press this matter. But if you don't, it'll probably be fine.
Right, but if I may ask, is this not what you were hired to handle?
We were here to get you here safely. We weren't here to take people out of home.
Can I throw a hypothetical your way, perhaps?
Shoot.
So if you in this profession got a lot of gold and purchased a mansion for yourself, and then you get there, right? You unlock the front door, and there's 8 people just relaxing all about that aren't supposed to be there. How would you handle that situation?
I mean, I'd probably cut my losses there. I mean, it's kind of their place then, isn't it?
Lou is officially a supporter of squatters' rights.
So let's say you
No, Lou
spent
is squatter. What do you not get?
so if I were to say you spent like 50 platinum on this
Yeah.
mansion, and
Yeah.
they're just like, no, it's mine now. You would
I-
just
Give it to them. Yeah, I might ask to stay there. I mean, I'd like a room there, but you know, it's kind of their game, you know.
This is the worst person to have talking to this man.
I don't believe so. Listen, I wouldn't want to stay. Did you look in that back room? Did you see the vermin they have living here?
Well, they look like pets to me.
Have you ever encountered a rat, let alone one the size of a dog?
I mean, I think about anything dog-sized is up for grabs pet-wise.
Ooh. Do you know what rabies is? Do you know what diseases? Do you know what rats
Well, what
do?
rabies is though. What is rabies?
It's a
Can-
dis- Oh my
Does Lou like
god.
not know?
Have
I
you
thought
heard
it
of the
was very
Black
nature-y.
Have you heard of the Black
Uh,
Plague? What is that? It doesn't matter.
Black plague doesn't matter. Squatter's right.
Oh my
Rats are
goodness.
pets.
Listen, Lou's like, yes, even the rats get their own individual room.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm really sorry about the money you lost. I I think that's just gone now. You could maybe ask for a room if like that's what you want. Maybe you could like pick up a pickaxe and get to work. They might let you take some of the gold back. We
As
can
far as I
Above
was
negotiate.
concerned,
table.
there were pedestrians here ready to work.
Above table, I have
Um,
no idea how to fix this because I can't go
Above
back and
table,
speak.
if you don't want to fight them, you could advise him to hire them as guards for the mine.
That's a good point. You know, if you want to, you might be able to ask, like, put them, like, give them a job. You probably have to pay them a lot more than whatever they're making being bandits, though, which around these parts I feel like
I-
isn't that much.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't see how this is a happy amendment from me in the slightest.
No, but you'd be making money by the gold that you'd be paying them to work in your mines.
Listen, I'm supposed to have miners here. I don't
Yeah,
even see
they
them
will
in the
become
room.
miners, maybe.
By the
No, I'm
way,
talking about a full staff somewhere in the mines supposed to be making me money for my guidance right now.
by the
Well,
way,
I mean,
off that
you
earlier
could trade
perception
them.
check, did I
Yeah,
see
feel like a
blood?
Oh no.
Um, blood, not necessarily. I mean, it seems to be a place filled with blood, sweat, and tears.
I
Just being.
was talking about on the harness equipment.
Oh, yeah, but it's not like spattered with blood of like a visceral murder or anything in
Okay.
that matter.
Okay.
Um, what else was I going to say? It's a very hard situation to gauge off of them. If you would want to make an investigation check, go for it.
Sure.
But
I
one
feel
thing I
like
will take of note is with the talk of blood and everything else, you guys have not seen any other souls other than these individuals here.
yes. Well, that's a 24 for investigation.
Okay, yeah, there seems to be blood on their weapons and gear.
Mm.
There are some things that the rats are gnawing on that isn't necessarily table scraps, a little bit bigger, or maybe a bone.
Mhm.
It does not seem like a peaceful environment that you are standing in currently.
All right. So off of that, I'm gonna start backing out of here.
Hold on, where are you going?
Leaving you to your abode.
If you wouldn't mind, just and the two guards do kind of shuffle in to block the exit.
I think he's actually like
That it,
not
okay,
far
fair
enough in that they could.
fair enough. They kind of get close as if stopping you from like running. But the lady says there are no issues. You can hand it to John and be on your way. There's
I think
as
Blue's
soon as
gonna
he
like.
enters the room, you're free to go.
Oh, I also got a 25 on that performance check.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You are spinning the arrow very well.
Excellent. Do I make any friends this way?
I think they have other matters at hand, but
That's
you do
so sad.
but you do see a couple eyebrows raised, as in like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I have
But you do,
a
yeah.
question. So I have this thing because Luna's background is technically soldier, and I know that's like a big technicality, but that's what kind of worked best for him at the time.
Okay.
So he has this feature, military rank.
Yes.
And I know it's only soldiers loyal to your former military organization, but do you think I might have sway over these people with my bandit vibes?
A lot of soldiers do end up becoming bandits when you're out of wartime.
I think it would depend on what you're intending to convey. And the reason I say it like that is they do indeed have numbers and like control of the area. So I don't think it would be like a how about you guys just leave scenario.
Oh no, I mean like a we take the little guy with us scenario. Like this one's mine.
Okay.
Even if the territory isn't necessarily mine.
I see. Yeah, you would have to enter the room closer with Maladin. You don't have to be in the room, but you have to be within like shouting distance.
Yeah.
If there's a message you'd like to convey, I would say make a persuasion check with it.
But I will say Lou doesn't know about the blood, the bones, or the dispute they're having over here. So I think Lou's gonna be like, John, just let me handle this for a hot minute and get kind of
Above table, it might be worth telling him to go outside the mine before you get like.
I thought we were
possibly into a
deeper.
fight.
Are we deeper in the mine or are we outside the mine?
Outside the mine is like down that scenario.
Unless you were trying to drag him all the way outside earlier.
No,
whoever
no,
moved your feet
just like
back
down
in.
the hall.
Yeah, like you might
Yes,
want to
you
tell him
guys-
to go like outside the mine in case there's a fight, so he doesn't get like hit from behind and flanked.
So then I told Don John, like, how about I'll deal with this and see what I can do for you. You can go wait outside, okay?
Is that this? I'll tell you what. If you fix this, I will trust you.
Okay, I will do my best.
Okay.
But if these people haven't hurt anyone, I'm not gonna take them out by force.
I
If they
still,
have, that's a different story.
Maladin
I
hears that,
don't-
starts cackling.
I do not know where my workers are, but okay.
I will find your workers.
Okay.
If they're still alive, we'll make sure they don't get hurt.
Okay.
If they're not, condolences.
Okay. He will move.
Sorrows and prayer.
He will move 30 feet, and he will sit there for a moment for you to go and.
Yeah, and I'll get like not
So he didn't
as
actually
close
leave
as
the mine.
supposed to, but
Great.
close enough to be shouting.
He's taking turns currently.
Mm.
Chase.
Uh-huh.
Chase.
Uh-huh. Mistakes have been
Okay.
made.
No, not yet. You still have an opportunity here.
to go
what?
to go shanking before they have a chance.
Do you want to be the one to initiate combat, Chase?
That's a great question. I probably should.
Okay, so the
So-
two of you that are standing in the hallway with this awkward silence and standing.
I'm gonna wait for Lou to say something, and
Yeah,
depending
I
on
was
what
about to
that
say.
something is, depends
He
on
is
my next
prepared to
move.
strike.
Yeah.
I think Lou's gonna. How should I word this?
A great question.
As you kind of have this conversation with Maladin, you do see all the eyes kind of turn to you.
I don't
Alright.
think I could have been having a conversation with Maladin at all because I'm not here. So I don't think they overheard anything.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So
But with
just making
context,
sure. Yeah, the context of him speaking to somebody above table. Got it.
yes.
Would any of you fine fellows know where the workers went off to?
Okay. And that's one of the things that I was afraid of being asked first.
You could have told me above table.
I thought it was conveyed over the table.
Absolutely not. Lou's an idiot. What do you not get?
Again, above table. That's not Lou. That's you.
Natalie's an idiot. What do you not get? Jimbo.
Like other miners?
Yeah, like the miners.
No.
Well,
Okay, Maladin's
Just
just gonna
notice
start
that.
swinging at Bandit 1.
Oh my god.
whoa. No need for hostility here.
They are dead.
What do you mean they're dead?
Look in the back.
They're not rats. Were they turned into rats?
Okay, Maladin, are you swinging on guard 1?
Oh my god, I don't think there's a better
A
idea
free
here.
hit is a free hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will ask you to go ahead and roll the attack.
Oh my god. The
Just to
7.
confirm, Zach, just 'cause I have like a place around. This is the correct locations for each of the bandits, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Whiff.
whiff horribly.
I'm just trying to align everybody to actual squares.
Oh, I see what you mean. And then Lou, what do you say in response to Maladin?
I'd be like, Malin, there is no need for that.
They have killed the miners. What do you mean?
Oh, we didn't kill the miners.
See, they didn't kill the miners.
Yeah, we
what?
didn't kill the miners.
Yeah, what'd you do then?
Oh, we haven't done anything. However, they've been back there for quite some time. I mean, I think they'll rather starve or find a way out. I have no idea.
All right, can we go get them?
I think not.
No.
I mean, come on now, guys. What
I
are you
would
really
like to
gonna do?
remind Maladin that he knows that's not true.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? What are you guys gonna do with prisoners?
The not the lady herself,
Just,
but
just
the
to clarify, Zach, are they conversing after Maladin?
Yeah, I know. I love that.
yes. A matter of fact, like the one that dodged seems to just be like staring daggers at you. But other than that, the rest of them just seem to be like relatively calm. What kind of weapon did you try to stab him?
Great sword.
Is it a
Just a
normal
good old
great sword?
greatsword.
Normal.
Okay, sounds good. But as you kind of ask what they'll do with the miners in
Oh.
that scenario, one of them looks back to the 4 rats that are in the back area.
Did you
Like,
guys
okay,
know?
guys. I am pretty good at hunting. How about I trade you some pheasants for your rat friends, for your pets, and you let the miners go?
A hunter?
A hunter, yes. I'm a
How
great
about I make a deal with you?
I'm all ears.
It seems like the big issue here is us being here. And I don't know about the rest of these folks. This mountain is great and all, but I would prefer to go home. Truthfully, I would.
But where is home?
Well, I guess this kind of leads out of my next question. Have you hunted orcs?
I mean, I have, or briefly.
Oh, for the love of everything, please do not tell me that they live in the house. That
Are the orcs that are dead the ones they need you to
no,
kill?
I'm
No,
I'm
absolutely
thinking
not.
of the ones that were
I'm
next
like,
to the lodge.
Oh, and I will before I forget. Did you guys know that greatswords were actually used more as stabbing weapons than slashing weapons?
Hunted
I
orcs
did, yes.
before?
Yeah.
Because I mentioned I was a hunter.
I did not.
Yeah, it's because they're a lot easier to aim. When you're slashing, you're leaving yourself wide open. It was really only normally done when you had like multiple people you were fighting at the same time, just for the area.
Listen, that's useful
Also,
information in this tight area.
but like,
Wait, yeah, exactly
So-
that too.
So leading out of her previous question, what's her name again? Zeline looks at you and says, 5 miles south of Conaberry, there is a relatively fortified location we used to rest. However, this large winged creature, we'll say a dragon, has pushed them out of their homes, and then they pushed us out of our homes. And then we found this mine. The people were a little bit, let's say, unhappy, but I think we handled quite nicely. So it's whether we stay here or home is cleared and we go home.
I mean, really, you should have said so to begin with. I
Oh,
am
really?
completely happy to go deal with those orcs.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But can you please feed the prisoners so they don't die? I don't want to do all of that just for people to die. That's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time.
Well, I wouldn't consider it a waste of our time. We
Well,
are
it's a waste of my time. And
perfectly happy here. I say it just gives you a relatively healthy time crunch.
I will do this for you. And I'll throw in a few pheasants if I can at least go see if those people are alive.
Sure. How about you and you alone?
All right, that sounds like a
Lou,
deal.
Out of curiosity, Zach, are you sure that like did you mention that
Yes.
the rats looked like they were eating them?
I did mention that they were back there, kind of scrummaging and picking up things that they have been thrown to them. So I implied it,
Okay.
but I did not say it directly. But they are gnawing on whatever is back there.
Okay, because like it felt a little odd because there were 9 miners, right?
How many miners were there? Gotta find where they are first. No, there are
Okay.
not 8.
I was thinking this might be them
Oh, I got you.
because like if they were buried, then the rats aren't eating them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, because there were 9 graves out on like on the top land.
Well, at least they had the decency to bury them.
I did not. Whoa, is that even marked on the map?
I mean, it's on the map. I'm not sure if it's like on your like GM copy or.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's
I
10.
see.
Oh, is that 10? I must have miscounted.
Yes, that is a numerical value of 10.
Lou,
Okay.
for the love of God. Or
10.
whichever
Yeah,
one
Melody.
is in this world.
Several. I'm
Ye-
not letting Lou pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you are a bow user. We've seen what happens when you use anything else.
I don't think you're allowed to
And
separate from the party anymore.
and you want to go alone
I
with
think that's
people
stupid.
that are at minimum. I'm sure they're dead. Minimum, they're holding hostages.
Yeah, get him, Maladin. Get him.
Okay then.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if it helps you anymore, the miners swear up and down they will not leave this place. I will not tell you their exact verbiage, but they do not like us being here.
oh well, they don't even want to leave then. Okay, we'll
I mean,
deal
as
with
far
this.
as I'm concerned, they will flee or starve. And honestly, to tell you the truth, the way is open.
Oh,
But
that's
not necessarily they have barricaded the door, of course. But if they were to get out, they know ways out of here probably better than we do.
Oh, you see, my friends make things out to be such a big issue when it is a simple fix.
And that is,
I'm about to stab Lou.
I mean, all we have to do is get your home back, and they can have their workplace back, and everything will be hunky dory.
yeah, hunky dory.
Hunky dory?
It's a phrase, Layla.
That's a horrible phrase.
I've never heard it.
I don't
What?
like it.
Well, it's a phrase where I'm from.
Don't say that.
But I like.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll head out. We'll be back. I mean, it shouldn't be that long, like a day or two.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
how many turns has it been
I
for Long
want
John?
to like that one.
He's out.
I will make
Okay.
you a little tiara, Layla.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
We get back outside, the dragon's back. Long John's dead.
Come back inside.
All right, come on, guys. Let's go talk to some orcs.
And as you leave, she says, "Oh, by the way, the negotiation's still on the table. If he wishes to join us, he may.
I will let him know that. That sounds. You see, I think that sounds great.
Any of
Don't
you
talk
are
around.
too, if you would like.
We can?
If
Now,
you would like
Layla,
to.
we have work to do.
We could work here.
Layla, we have other work to do,
Like what?
like hunting.
We can hunt from here.
Come on, Layla. I'm kind of just like pushing her along now.
I think that you're allergic to fun.
I'm not turning around, thank you very much. I will walk backwards out of here.
Fart.
As you do
young
so,
Google.
can you make me one final perception check?
Who?
The guy who's
Maladin.
walking backwards.
21.
Okay. So Lou and Layla are continuing their merry way.
And bickering the entire time.
Yes, and bickering the entire time. I'll put you
That's
out
very
over here
important.
with John Don. Maladin, as you kind of
I'm
back up to this corner right here, there is a moment where you kind of move where the light projected in the room
need to
is kind of distorted from your view. And on these two males in the back, as you turn this corner, you see a slight glint of red refracting off of their eyes as you walk around this corner.
Great. The person who's
Oh.
ignorant of all things in this world.
Could Chase get an Arcana check?
I don't think this would fall under Arcana.
Oh, I thought they were under,
Probably
like,
tell
charm
Lou
person or
about that.
something.
Or Layla.
Tell
No.
us about it.
You should tell us about
You
it.
should tell us about it. Something holding you up, Maladin? Come on.
Hurry up.
Last one's rotten egg.
But he went. That doesn't count.
Yeah, he's a rotten egg.
First one's rotten egg.
Oh,
But Maladin, as you walk all this way, looking behind you, you do see the two guards. As you get where you are on the board, kind of walk out this door and post up again.
Okay.
all right, guys. Good news, Don John.
What's that? Is it
All we
mine?
have to do is clear out their home was taken. That's why they're here. All we have to do is clear out their home from orcs, and they'll give you the mine back. And the workers are probably maybe still alive.
They're most likely not alive.
They said they were. They said they
With
didn't
the
kill.
multitude of issues this deal may have, I mainly find myself asking two questions.
And those
All
are
right.
Will the miners be alive?
We don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
And are we sure that they will leave?
no.
No.
Well, yeah, they prefer their home though, so they'd probably leave. Like if I was pushed out of my home to someone else's home, and then I stayed at that person's home, and then my home freed back up, I'd probably go back to mine.
You move back.
Hmm.
Okay, let's go. You two might get lost on this, but I'm talking to Lou more directly here. So if you enter your mansion and the
You have
eight
a
people
mansion?
I don't have mention. It's a
and the
hypothetical.
eight people say, "Oh, don't worry, go clear out our old shag of a home, and we'll return there." I just don't see a lot of commitment here for something that is on paper, and most of the cities would agree, mine.
Wait, Mr. Man. Are you saying that the caves are like a mansion?
I am saying the caves are expensive and the caves are owned by me, not these individuals who are keeping vermin in here and doing God knows what to the miners. They might be alive, so I have no earthly idea what's going on
Above
with that.
table, I
Wait.
still don't get the metaphor, because if they aren't mining, then the caves aren't worth anything to them because they aren't they aren't getting money from it. It's just a location.
Okay.
Admittedly,
Yeah,
a well
but-
defendable location, but
But for all the time that Long John is not mining, he's losing money.
well,
Well-
yeah, but still, it's not a mansion to them.
Yeah.
It's just a cave,
Yeah,
not
but
a mine.
So you own the caves. Do you have the deed?
I do, yes.
Where?
He pulls out a contract that is written by some officials and initialed from Neverwinter, showing the official purchase of Mountain Toe's mine.
So if I got that piece of paper, then I'd own the mines?
Layla, I don't.
If you bought it off me and I officially signed it, then yes.
Oh.
And I assume had it witnessed by someone of official status.
Well, you guys are here.
That too, yes.
Out of curiosity, Zach, how much does the deed cost?
It is
asked him?
not displayed on the thing itself.
Because realistically, the mine is kind of damaged goods now, so
Arguably,
it should
yeah.
be cheaper.
Okay, look, I have a plan.
What's your plan, Layla?
We don't get these guys out. We convince them to sell.
Oh,
We get the caves and the cool bandit.
Layla, that's not. You can't buy bandits.
Well, they live there.
You can buy mercenaries.
We could train them to be mercenaries.
Layla, I'm not going to force these people to fight.
No.
just because
Not force.
Okay, if you put a piece of paper in front of me saying, I own your house and you, Lou, I'm not going to like take that sitting down. No. You can't
Even-
buy these people unless you like give them the money. You can't give him the money and like convince these people to work for you.
So we could give him money to convince them to buy it from him. And
They
then it's
probably
their
are
home.
not going to buy it from him, Layla. This is their place.
So what's the point?
Well, the point is we don't try to buy a mine with money we don't have.
We have money.
We don't have that much kind of money, Layla.
How much money does it cost?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
Quite a few platinum.
See, we don't have one platinum, Layla.
Platinum?
Yes, it's a
Uh,
gold mine.
I would like to point out that you do have quite a few platinum, Lou. One
What?
platinum is 10 gold.
What a loser.
Layla, don't call people losers.
Have you ever used platinum?
Genuinely don't remember. That's a loaded question.
Malin, have you ever used platinum?
I barely use gold.
Layla, you're making fun
Ooh,
of
it doesn't
someone
look
being
like you own platinum.
Again,
I-
platinum is just 10 gold pieces. Like, you guys have money.
Oh wow, we have a lot of platinum.
We do?
Apparently,
Oh, we haven't used it, so my argument stands.
conversion rate's a little different where I'm from.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, nor does property laws either.
I mean, yes, property laws exist where I'm from. I just didn't abide by them.
I can
Kinda like
tell.
these guys.
Yeah, exactly like these guys, Layla.
So why are we not on their side?
Because they
you hear one of the guards
hurt
kind
people.
of through an echoey shout go, the offer still stands, you can join us.
I kind of want to join them.
We don't know if they hurt people or not. We don't want to hurt.
Hey, do you guys hurt people?
I could indoctrinate you right here.
Oh my God.
That's not an answer.
It means they're gonna convince you of something, Layla, but you don't want them to convince you of that.
I'm pretty easily convinced of things.
I've
That's
noticed.
great to hear.
See? I like these guys.
Above table, Layla should not join a vampire coven, a bandit vampire coven.
I think she should.
Oh
She can be their traveling agent.
no. I think Lou's gonna be like, all right, let's go find some orcs.
Boring.
Okay.
Alright.
You
They're bandits. They're criminals.
escorting me back to the inn until this is resolved.
Zach,
Of
might
course.
I ask that you save this copy of the table so I don't have to, like, add and rename all the tokens?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Thank you.
I mean, guys,
the Lion Shield group is probably the closest thing that this town has to a police force, correct?
Other than the guards around town.
I don't
Yes.
think the Australian would consider themselves a police force.
True.
Oh, Zach, important thing, and
Yes.
I think we've mentioned it like in game, but I want to be
Uh-huh.
completely sure on this. Lou remember. Oh, I'm just gonna DM it to you before
Okay.
Lou says anything. I want to make sure Lou and I are on the same page because it gets a little hazy.
I'll be back momentarily while you guys discuss that.
Okay.
Because I genuinely don't remember if he remembers that specifically. Oh no, it's a long answer.
I'm trying to add a text. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Sick. Okay.
So I'd say that is completely up to your discretion.
I think I'll say it like this. He knows where these people are coming from.
I don't think he would relate to their message in the exact same way.
Probably not,
I
no.
think he would understand that what he did was for overall good.
Yeah.
You would understand that these people were basically doing a similar thing but with different intentions.
Okay. So he can. Okay. So I think if he chats it out with Maladin a little, he's like, okay, these people aren't like good guys.
No.
Okay.
They could be.
And the brats were
No.
gnawing on pretty big bones. Yeah.
There was blood on swords and equipment. The
That
rats were
pretty
eating things.
damning evidence.
And even even if they didn't kill them, they are still holding them hostage and starving them.
Just to
All right.
clarify, you guys are having this conversation out of earshot of these two
Yes,
guards, right?
your shot. Being.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Knowing
even
that
like
it's
walk a little further with Maladin. Be like, yeah.
Rude.
if
Come
you
on,
guys
Layla.
want to tell me it's a discreet conversation, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, discreet conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, do you want to take out these guys then? Layla, wait.
Okay, so here's also the thing. Their eyes flashed red for a second when I was walking out. And I took a swing at one, and they continued to have the conversation like they didn't care.
Oh, maybe they're vampire bandits.
Vampire bandit?
They might be Layla, that's not a good thing.
Okay, what?
We-
Hold on.
I don't know if we-
What's a
I don't know-
vampire?
A vampire
Oh,
is
so cool.
a person with red eyes and
Just for
and-
clarification, is there any positive connotation whatsoever for vampires in the D&D universe that would actually make Layla enthusiastic about them?
Vampire novels. She's a bard.
Yeah.
She's like,
Let's
they
say
sparkle.
Books
Depending
that
on the
common
story
in
she's
D&D?
heard, she can make her own interpretation.
Please let her have had Fantasy Twilight.
oh my god.
Not fantasy Twilight, but you have heard stories of
Rakes.
vampire individual. Yeah, probably closer to a rake than a twilight. They're no Edward Cullen. They're a rake.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, I'll send you a link. Hold on.
Are we talking about like the
It's a
creepy
cryptid.
pasta?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Is it a cryptid or is it creepy pasta? I thought it was
That's
a
It's
creepy
not
pasta.
technically a cryptid.
No,
it's
it's
a folklore thing.
a little bit. Hold on.
All right. So
Scary
Maladin,
monster.
a vampire is someone with sharp fangs who drains your blood and kills you.
Okay, how do we kill them?
I don't really know. I mean, I've heard a wooden stake might work.
Layla, make a history check, please.
Okay. 19.
You do recall them walking out into direct sunlight to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, wait a second.
Yeah.
They can't be vampires.
Why not, Layla?
Well, because they walked outside to talk to us, didn't they?
Is that like a vampire thing, Layla?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, Maladin, they're not vampires.
Well,
They're something far worse.
Some of them might be.
Okay,
Wait,
so
no, because they would have to get into the cave.
They could do it at night, though.
Stupid.
again, their eyes flashed red, and I took
Okay.
a swing at one, and they continued the conversation and didn't even care to fight. What scared them off from their home?
Chase, I'm gonna send you a PM.
Okay.
Hey, Zach,
Yeah.
is the solar system here similar to ours?
I don't think it is, because I
They're-
don't think this is a planet. I think it's a plane, which is slightly different.
Can confirm this world is flat.
Zach,
no.
I sent you the link, Sarah.
yeah, I know now that creepypasta wasn't mentioned. I know that they
Oh
are.
no, not creepypasta. It's I was referring to something else.
Oh, Bridgerton?
A
Bridgerton.
rake is a common archetype for historical romance novels. Like it's a certain type of like romantic profile.
Isn't this
you're
information I can
saying-
just share, Zach?
Layla has
It
read.
is, but you would have noticed.
Right.
It was a subtle detail that only you noticed, and therefore I told you about it. The thing of them coming into direct sunlight was kind of
Yeah.
obvious. I just gave it to Layla since she was talking more about the vampire situation.
Yeah, no, a rake is a lovable scoundrel.
Like Lou.
Oh, what is this guy?
But where are we at on the solar system thing?
There are moons and planets. I wouldn't say any of you have a in-depth understanding of how all that works.
Blue does not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Above table, it's canon that Faerun is flat, and the whole like world.
What?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my okay.
Okay, but I want to put it on the record. Lou's around her.
Like technically, it's up to DM discretion, but it is canon that it's flat.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense with it being a plane, but
Lou believes the world's round.
theoretic- Hmm.
He's like, why have I never fallen off of it? Huh?
It's
Riddle
Lou
me
around
this.
Earther.
Why gravity works?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Jeez.
One thing I've never understood about vampires above table is that, oh, I guess it's direct sunlight. They can be an indirect.
Looks pretty direct to me.
Okay, no, but like if the full moon was out,
Yeah.
that is redirected sunlight. So they could be
pretty
an
direct.
I
Yeah,
think it's mainly the direct radiation caused by the sun, if I had to assume.
I think it's more
Is it
supernatural and it
radiation
doesn't
then?
care about
Yes,
your
the
logic.
sun emits radiation, and that's what makes us feel warm.
So vampires, what happens if they get like cancer? If they can't go through radiation treatment?
Well,
They
thank
just
God
die?
this is a fantasy and cancer doesn't exist. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it does, but I don't think those are the people you talk about.
Yeah, just whenever you get healing spells, a little bit like to like 10th level
Fair.
healing spells, they actually cause cancer. You know.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
be
10th
honest.
level magic is actually a thing in D&D, right?
Sure
Yeah.
wounds in parentheses cause cancer.
Guys, are we fighting the bandits or are we fighting the orc?
Well,
We-
let's go talk to the orc.
Okay,
I'm gonna let my dog out.
again,
Okay.
we don't know what they are. The bandits, and as Zach has given me information that I don't think needs to be private.
Who's that?
The second voice in my head.
That's concerning.
The rats also had shimmering red in their eyes,
Oh no, vampire rats.
but they're not vampires, right?
Oh, maybe they're rat people. Don't rats have red eyes anyways?
Okay, my point being, if they're supernatural and they didn't care if we started a fight, what scared them off?
Hey, can't
mean, I'm not-
ears go out in sunlight?
Yes. And they're also stronger and worse, but also nicer.
So maybe these guys seem pretty nice to me. Maybe they're dampiers.
Oh my gosh, a vampire coven.
Maybe they're werewolves.
They might. That's a good point. Do werewolf eyes glow red?
Why do
I
they
don't
have
know.
rats?
Little guy friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, this is great.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't want to die, so I don't really want to fight them in there.
We
Well,
could ask them to leave.
you.
We could say we killed the orcs, and then they leave, and then we kill them on the way out.
I feel like we need to bring back a head or something. As
All right, let's go kill the
You're
orcs.
still under the assumption that they're gonna leave.
I think they will.
I trust Luke.
I
And that's
don't
once.
after this.
I mean, what do you guys suggest we do then?
First off, we probably need a Vigo, and I probably need to run this by him because he might know what we're actually dealing with.
I'll also say at this point that Don John has started walking back by himself.
We're gonna carry this conversation as we walk. All right, let's go.
I'm getting on the flying carpet though.
I'll also get on the.
You're not allowed on the flying carpet.
Why not?
That's
because-
fine.
You didn't give me a pretty princess crown.
I'm gonna. Can I make Layla like a flower crown on the way back?
Sure.
I make her a pretty flower crown.
You're allowed back.
Like daisies and stuff. Okay. Put that in your inventory.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going back to town, find Vigo, grab Vigo, run down the what's going on. Probably won't care to go
we-
back into the cave unless these things are extra planar.
We will wait till Thus gets back. Because the assumption I got from his pattern was he was heading directly for Butterskull. I can't recall.
Well, we still have to escort this guy back then.
True. If you choose to.
Well, wouldn't it be something if he just doesn't make it back to town, and then we don't have to worry about the mine anymore?
That seems bad and wrong. Or I would like getting them.
Layla, we're not getting them.
I would like it.
You don't get a mine.
But if I pay for it with my money,
What money?
I have money. I have money like you wouldn't believe.
You keep giving me your money. You spend it on glasses.
They're goggles. And you said you were getting some too, and then you did.
Those are really expensive, Layla. I'll get a cheap pair in
Well, you lied to me.
I fashioned myself a pair of glasses out of Daisy.
Oh my goodness.
I put them on. Are you happy now?
I-
Mm,
We'll also
Okay.
be right back.
okay.
Hopefully,
Okay.
Dust gets back soon.
This is that.
What's up?
How's life been, buddy?
It's been going okay. I helped Haley move some of her stuff into the new apartment, and we're waking up earlier tomorrow to continue.
Fun.
Yeah, so I'll be moving in there whenever we get internet, but I'll be moving my stuff over
Yeah.
the next couple of days.
Okay, I'm back. What I missed? Sorry.
Where was Vigo heading? Were you heading back to town or were you walking towards Butterskull Ranch?
I was walking towards the ranch.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
I thought I would clarify that for the rest of the party because they did not know if you were walking back to town or not.
Yeah, no, I was walking on ahead to our next location.
Okay, I see. That's what I thought. That's why I was like, okay, we'll put a stop here till he gets back. Now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you guys were waiting on me. I thought you were still talking.
Oh no, you're all good. Chase is away from keyboard right now too, so we'll.
Yeah, no, I was just leaving my dog up, but then I got distracted with dinner,
Oh, that's all good.
and now I have a plate of bratwurst.
Nice.
But yeah, so what have you guys decided? Like, moving on? Are you gonna stay back and fight the bandits?
Yeah,
Because
I'll-
either way, it's fine with me. Because I think it would be kind of funny if Vigo ended up at the ranch like half a day ahead of you guys.
I think we're actually trying to find you to discuss our next plan of action after getting some more information. Yeah, we'll talk about that character.
How
For,
long were they in the mines for?
That's a good question.
Talking might be a free action, but
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. I would say with all this shuffling and everything, 30 to 45 minutes.
all right. So that is 30 times. We'll go on. You want to go on the low end and say 30 or 45?
We'll go low end 30.
All right, so that's 30. So 5 rounds a minute. That is. I divided because I'm stupid. Hold on.
Oh,
Not what I meant to do. All right, so that is 150 rounds at 30 foot a round. I made it 4,500 feet.
okay.
Oh, sorry, plus the 150 I got before they walked in. Oh no, that was before they. Yeah, that was about before they walked in, right? 150 before.
Are we calculating how
so
long it's
I-
gonna take us to get to him?
Yeah. By the way, he was heading towards Butterskull Ranch.
Okay.
Which is slightly in the same direction as the fortified thing. I think the fortified is actually, is it the other way? Is Butterskull on the way, or is it the other way around?
Other way around.
Yeah, fortified is on the way to Butterskull. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just 4,650 steps feet ahead of you guys.
Cool.
Technically, if they isn't there like an exploration thing that's faster, like hustle or something?
Dashing?
No, I think you're able to travel at like double speed, but take an exhaustion for like every hour it takes or something, which it shouldn't take a whole hour. But
Oh, that thing, yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm talking about like exploration, not like combat.
I see what you mean. I forget that they added the exhaust mechanic to it.
I mean, I don't remember. I'm not sure if they have. Like, we have to double check it. But
I'm pretty sure they did.
does Layla know the message spell? If that is a spell in D&D?
It is.
There
Oh, she doesn't know it.
there is the message cantrip, and then also its second level, I believe, there's sending.
Does Chase know it?
No.
It is not evocation or what's the other one you can learn?
Actually, the magic
Abjuration?
carpet moves at 40 feet. I think it's
Yes.
relatively safe to assume that if Layla goes ahead on the carpet, she could catch up to Vigo before he makes it far enough to matter.
I'd say that, yeah.
And if nothing else, you can just make sure that he's at least heading in the right direction.
Layla,
What?
you want to go ahead?
Oh, no one suggested that to me.
Suggested what to you?
Going ahead to Vigo because we're going the other direction.
Okay.
I mean,
Again,
if y'all,
I don't mind either way. I don't care if Vigo arrives before you guys. I think it'd be funny if he did.
I mean, if someone recommended it to me, I don't have a problem with it. But I'm just gonna go with the group otherwise.
I think we saw him heading to town, didn't we?
I think I was clearly walking, like, continuing on.
Oh, okay.
Like, I wasn't walking backwards, I was walking north. Like, towards our next thing. Like, I wasn't hiding it at all. It was very clear I was not walking back to town.
I think it might just be better if we bring dude back to town and then try to get back to Vigo. Although, definitely if they're being held hostage, then they're definitely going to die.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to town to drop off the guy and then heading towards Butterskull Ranch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would say, with that in mind, since you guys would be getting there before sunset, it would definitely be a day done by now. Vigo, you would probably get 15 miles away from Mountain's Toe towards Butterskull.
Oh yeah,
Ranch.
because it's like, what, like 30 miles a day?
Something like that. I'm
Yeah.
going off because
I-
this has
I
been sketchy
forget.
the whole time.
Yeah.
I said 15 more because the DM's guide says that it's 15 miles from Phandalin to Mountainstow, and yet should get you there before sunset. So I'm just saying like 30 miles makes sense to me. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
okay. And then you guys can.
So I am half a day's travel from the mine to the ranch. Essentially.
Can you pull up the map to Fandolin again?
Sure. Did you save it before we like delete this and play replace it?
Well, I saved the characters.
That's close enough
Yeah, fair enough.
because their positions will probably change anyway. You said the overworld map.
Yes. How many is each hex?
Uh,
5? 5. Mm. So you can end up at
movement, travel pace. There's there's the table. Traveling at normal speed, 3 miles an hour, 24 miles a day. So yeah, I'd actually make it 12 miles, not 15.
I'm not gonna be that picky since each hex is 5.
Oh, so just round it to 15 then. Okay.
Yeah, so I would say you get to like one of these 3 spaces.
Where's
Unless you're
Butterskull
heading.
again?
Butterskull is this hex all the way over here.
So I probably took the top tile then. I think you said this one.
Let's see.
Whatever the topmost tile was, because that's the.
Yeah.
Actually, no. We'll say, just for the sake of argument, so they can catch up a little bit easier, that I was heading up to the. Actually, would I head up to the trail? Vigo's pretty familiar with the mountains and hills and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure he would.
Yeah, you know about the hills.
Yeah, no, you're right. I probably did just take a direct route there.
Okay, so you would have been at one of these 2 then.
Okay. Uh,
Oh.
For the sake of argument, I'll say it was the one that's closer to the trail, just the top one then.
Okay, sounds good. If you could if we can put a marker there.
You said this one, I believe.
Yes. Then the rest of the party.
I can spawn them. Oh, here they are, actually, on the side. Wait,
Okay.
that's not them. Let me bring. I think the tokens got deleted. I'll bring them back.
Okay. Are in Fandolin.
Except Layla, she's still back at the mines.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
joined
this
them.
place.
Look, Lou, I have glowing red eyes now.
Luke gets halfway to town, just realizes, where's Layla?
Oh, speaking of, you should roll perception. Wait, like, actually, no. Never know with you.
And
Not
with,
the DM. I'm not going to tell you to roll.
with your permissions, would it be okay if we called the session here and then picked up with you guys meeting right before Butterskull Ranch, or is there something else you guys were intending to do?
If we have half an hour left, and I'm like so far ahead of them, could we go see Butterskull Ranch before we end it? If they're playing
That's
catch up.
yeah, that's fine by me, honestly. And I'm just gonna throw it out there so like all of you can see it, but you specifically will have a little bit of time to do some recon as wished, as desired.
You can use
Thanks.
wit.
No.
See, I know I needed that blade luck, whatever, blade of luck. Yeah, that's the one.
Label this image as butt skull.
Mm-hmm. Good at staring.
How many rations do we get rid of this
Did
time?
you take a picture of where I was on the map before you deleted it?
Yes, notes there.
I mean, if we're starting with you all at Butterskull,
Oh yeah, then you're right. Ignore me. I'm stupid.
no, you're all good.
How many
Chicken coke.
how many rations did we use?
1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been one day. Well, I guess if you guys ended at town, you probably didn't spend a ration. You probably bought some food at the inn.
That would be
Nah,
a fair assumption.
I ate rations.
Ration.
Oh,
They are
that's
cheaper.
fair. Butt skull.
Are you at vet school? Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I asked Penelope that, and she decided to bite my cheek about it.
She can't bite me. She's a stupid little puppy.
I mean, you did imply something very not nice.
What?
I said
I
that
would-
you made a very rude implication by
I wouldn't be-
implying she was a butt skull.
I would say I wouldn't enjoy being called a butt skull.
Well,
But she's little and doesn't really know a lot of English.
Well,
She
what
does-
angle would it be coming from?
I'm looking at that now. So you'd be.
I'm assuming here because
Yeah,
this is
because
where
this is the Tribor Trail.
Yeah, I probably would have went because I don't actually. Maybe it would have been from like over here, if I wasn't bothering to follow. I forget exactly where
true.
it was on the main map.
Yeah, it's
so I'm not
entirely up
sure
to
if it would
you.
be. Also, I'm coming down from the Highlands. Just
Okay. So I'll go ahead and give you the prompt, and I can repeat it next time when we're all together for this, if needed. It says Butterskull Ranch occupies a large plot of land on the north side of the Tribor Trail, nestled between two hills. Beyond a ramshackle wooden fence stands cornfields, an apple orchard, gardens, and pasture land. A path breaks off from the trail to lead to a two-story farmhouse next to a pond. West of the farmhouse, there are charred remains of a barn and smithy that have been burned to the ground.
so that's them back here.
Do I?
That's the
I would say
barn
so,
Smith-
yes.
Okay. Do I see anything living in the fields at all?
You do see the movement of some animals. And some of the plots closer to the farmhouse, which is here, even from a distance, seem to be roughly cut or butchered. So I'd say like
Some of the animals there seem to be roughly cut or butchered. Oh, you mean the plots of
yes,
field?
the
Okay.
field.
I guess I'll just start approaching from like the actual path.
Okay, sounds good. And let me. Other than that, there is not much implication of anything really going on.
The quest prompt was for orcs attacking the ranch, right?
That is correct.
Do I see any implication of like any sort of fighting or anything?
Uh,
Besides the destroyed buildings, of course.
Besides the destroyed buildings, no. Other than the roughly cut wheat as well. These were used.
Oh yeah.
Those were done by crew tools. No, not someone. What do you call it? Trained.
I don't think Iviga would know that though, because he's never really. They're nomadic. They don't really settle down and farm, like Elias wouldn't really.
Right. I will also say while you were on the, because you were approaching from this like hilly area, right?
Yeah.
You will see over in this direction that there is a cow grazing. And then is there anything else noticeable here? That's about it.
All right. Nothing of interest if I walk up. Nothing at all.
No. Other than
Okay.
some animals within the cornfields being spooked.
I guess I shall hang out here then and wait to actually initiate anything until next time.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let me try to save this map and all.
If you save the table, it should just save everything.
I'd like to have an above table conversation real quick as we wrap up.
Hmm.
Okay.
If everyone is okay with having some things decided not during session, I think it would be worthwhile to decide our plan of action over text.
I'm not sure we can really have much of a plan of action without knowing what the situation is.
Well, like with the information we already have.
Do you
I
mean
mean,
for
again,
the?
like we don't know where the orcs are. We don't know if they're still here. We don't know how many there are. Like, you know what I mean? For all we know, they're hiding in the fields.
How
There's
do I
not.
save the board again?
You go games, and then you click on the bottom that big red button that says save and load,
Oh, I see. Okay.
and then there's a green save game button at the top of the next window.
Yeah, I see it. Thank you.
Let me explain better. We're not really sure what the people in the caves were or if we're siding with them. We were trying to find.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the orc thing going on.
Nope.
Yeah, no, we were trying to figure out like if we're siding with them, if we're siding with Long John, if we're trying to side with the orc, what we're doing. So we're trying to meet up with you, see if you know anything that we might not, and go from there. And I think that would be a conversation that might be better held over text. Ultimately, it's Zach's call, but
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I would prefer, just so I understand what's going on, if you guys would use the D&D Fridays list or that chat, but that is 100%
yeah.
fine for you
Okay,
guys to
sounds-
communicate freely. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
you guys can do that a lot during the week whenever you guys see fit.
I mean, I've tried to.
Yeah, I've seen attempts made. I was just saying I have no issue with that. It's not metagaming or anything else because nothing's actually happening.
Oh,
You know.
what
yeah.
was I gonna say? Like vampires aren't extraplanar; they're undead, right? Assuming that is what they are.
Vampires, yes, I believe so.
Yeah, Vigo gives
Mhm.
no fucks about who we side with.
Yeah, that was my wonderment.
Okay.
The only thing he knows for absolute certain is that he is not stepping 1 foot into that cave.
Well, we'll
At
figure it
least, the only thing that might compel him otherwise is if there is something extraplanar in there to be killed. And even then, it's not guaranteed he will go down there.
Would you, Dust, be upset if we lied to Vigo about that?
I would not, but Vigo would probably be very upset.
I'm
Once it's
okay to
done,
do-
he's just like, you guys. I can see him leaving
Okay,
mid-fight.
but maybe
No,
that's
like,
payback
Vigo would
for
be
leading the
very upset with you.
situation where he killed
Like,
someone.
I don't think I can emphasize enough that he would be like
What?
livid.
Yeah, that's
One final remark I will make is Don John Raskin with this idea being made in the plan. Lou, he tells you that he hopes to get the mind back either way, and if he has to resort to having that conversation with the individuals, he will, but he worries it will not go well.
okay.
And I will point out above table that while I am fairly certain that the miners are just the bandits, that like if there are actual miners, because it did mention a time limit, that if you go to the ranch first instead of like doing their thing first, that could result in the worst outcome.
Zach, can you confirm or deny that?
I mean, that's fair. You are on like a restricted time frame. I'm not gonna like sit here with a timer and
Conceptually,
be
at
like,
least. Like,
yeah.
technically speaking, the bandits could all be alive and just be enthralled. So, like, it's possible that they aren't actually being starved or anything. And there isn't actually a time limit.
It's gonna be mainly based on game time. I'm not gonna sit there and say like,
Well,
oh,
what
when you
I'm
guys
saying
came
is
back,
that
it was
just because the bandits said there was a time limit doesn't mean there actually is one.
right. But based on their words, if there is a time limit, or
You can go
if
3
they
days
are
without
if
food.
they are
How long have they already
captured,
been down there?
huh?
I said you can go 3 days without like water and like 3 weeks without food, but how long have they already been down there?
That is a good question that the book doesn't necessarily tell you.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna
there's the
see.
possibility of water, like standing water in caves and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are
I mean-
actively working towards,
If you can assume that any of the miners know how to like get their own food, like hunting wise, which it's a medieval place and they're in the middle of nowhere, they might.
We don't
And
think they're
the
actually
bandits
able to
did say that there was there was a free way out of the cave that they can reach. So
They could have been lying.
yeah, but they could have also been lying about the time frame more than being alive to begin with.
I'm under the assumption that they lied about everything and everyone's dead.
I'm under the assumption that the bandits are enthralled by the vampire. I mean, sorry, the miners were enthralled by the vampire and became bandits.
I really don't. Yes. Because the bones.
Then
were-
again, they were all
Flint-
wearing armor, and it would be weird for all the miners to have had the armor.
Yeah.
All of this sorted next time. On
Yeah.
what the heck are we doing?
And I think that should be where the recording ends.
So Chase, are
Mhm.
you getting back to nephew sitting, or do you want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, I'm going over to dog sit.
Darn.
Yeah.